What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, just another PokeTuber coach of your Piedmont Triad Kickers, coming at you today with the quarterfinals of the PBA. We got matched against MarioFan, coach of the Nottingham Nickits. Um, and the way this actually worked is so this is like any other, well, not, I'm gonna say any other draft, but like what a lot of drafts are doing nowadays. For those of you who are you might be, or maybe you're not familiar with this, the top four typically gets to pick their opponents from the bottom four. So well, you see the way this worked. So we kind of got matched with him because this is the only person that was left. It's not because we wanted to play MarioFan, but I'm happy to be playing someone I haven't played before. And he has a pretty interesting team, which consists of Palafin, Gliscor, Terrabascu Legion, and if I'm not mistaken, I know for a fact he could only use the male one because we played the female one when we played Elly. I think she's the one who had the female Bascu Legion. He also has the Walking Wake, the Pelipper, the Crocodile, the Klefki, and so it's rain mode. But then you shift over and see he also has a sun mode to his team, kind of sorta, with the Torkoal, the Terra Galvantula, Venusaur. And then we have the mascots, Gokey and Trap, and they're not serious considerations. Well, maybe I shouldn't say full-on sun, but the team can function as a sun or a rain team, because if he wants to use sun mode, you have Torkoal, Venusaur, the Walking Wake, Gliscor actually appreciates sun because now you can take those water hits better. Then Galvantula, he has components that can work in the sun. But personally, we're expecting the rain mode of this team, so I'm expecting the top three to come: Palafin, Gliscor, and the Terrabascu Legion. I don't think he's going to bring the sun mode for the simple fact Cinderace ended the season as the PBA MVP, kill leader of the season, because he had 17 kills, more kills than any other Pokemon in the league. So I would like to believe you're not going to power up the Pokemon that's literally just been killing everything that's came in front of it all season long. I don't think you want to do that. So I feel like what he's going to do is bring his rain mode. So the top three, Palafin, Gliscor, Bascu Legion, and Pelipper. I feel like Bascu Legion looks really good into my team because of the simple fact that it just hits aggressively hard. And then on top of that, my one water type Keldeo can't even touch that thing with its stabs. Like, you literally cannot touch it. So if he's gonna bring Rain Mode, I feel like I could see Walking Wake coming, because Walking Wake outside of Cinderace outspeeds the rest of my team. So I feel like the first 5 come, and then the last slot will probably be maybe Galvantula. However, I could also see Crocodile coming, because a Scarf Crocodile doesn't look terrible into my team either. But yeah, that's what I'm expecting. So I'm not expecting none of the sun components. I don't expect Klefki, I don't expect Galvantula, and of course, I already mentioned it, we love Gokey, we love Trapinch, but I don't think they're coming. So since I'm expecting the rain mode, I built the team to counter that. So if he does bring the sun mode, it could be a little tricky, but I feel like we can still play around it. So first and foremost, we decided we're going to bring our little Mr. Comfy, rocking, Merryweather, rocking his leftovers. Trash for the ability. Terra Water is the Terra type. 244 HP, 252 defense, 12 special attack. Bold Nature with Draining Kiss, Giga Drain, Substitute, and Calm Mind. So, if we're ever in front of, if we Calm Mind, and then, let's say we're in front of Pelipper, we'll probably just sub, because it can't touch us. If I think the Gliscor is going to Toxic us, once again, we just sub. Don't have to worry about the Toxic. We're Terra Water to take hits from Palafin better, who, if we can get +1, we can maybe basically recover more than they're doing with Jet Punch or Wave Crash, because we are max defense, so we can actually take a Wave Crash pretty well. I think it does half, unless he's super duper banded. And when I say super banded, I mean super banded. Bascu Legion is an issue. It really depends on if it's Swift Swim or Adaptability. If it's Adaptability, we're probably going to get wrecked regardless. But if it's Swift Swim, once again, if it's banded, it really depends on if it's banded or not. But ideally, since we're setting the rain mode, Draining Kiss, Giga Drain, those are literally the only 2 moves we need. But ideally, we would like to be able to sub and then just set up. But yeah, that is Comfy. Next on the team roster is the one, the only Peter Parker, the Spider Ops, who's rocking his Focus Sash, Stakeout for the ability, 252 HP, 4 attack, 252 defense, Impus Nature with Sticky Web, Toxic Spike, Circle Throw, and Knockoff. Seeing as I'm not expecting the torque hole, I'm not expecting any hazard removal. So webs, T spikes, if we can get them up, especially the T spikes, they can go a long way. And even the webs, because if we get webs up, there's two Pokemon in particular on my team that will be able to outspeed Bascu Legion in the rain. But we really do need those webs up to make that happen. We have Circle Throw to phase things out, and then Knock Off to remove any pesky items, in particular choice bands if he has them on any of his Pokemon, Bascu Legion or the Palafin. We should, we have Focus Sash. We can take a hit from them. But yeah, that's Peter Parker. Mainly here to get the hazards up though. Next on the team roster is a Pokemon that I thought looked really strong into this team. It's the one, the only Kakashi the Thunderous. We're expecting the rain mode, so obviously I'm bringing my electric type. He's rocking his heavy duty boots because in case the Gliscor wants to set hazards, because that could be annoying. But we have Bope Absorb for the ability, 72 defense, 252 special attack, 184 speed. So if the Galvantula comes, if it doesn't have a Terra to hit us, it probably won't be able to touch us. We have Thunderbolt, Weather Ball, Thunder, and U-turn. We have U-turn in case we want to go for a scout like the pivot, and he does have 2 ground types, so obviously we're not bolt switching. But if either one of those ground types come in front of me, Crocodile or Gliscor, Weather Ball obliterates them. Just straight up, and then everything else we can just hit with a Thunderbolt or a Thunder. The Thunder is just me being greedy because he's bringing rain. Now, if the webs are up, we don't outspeed Bascu Legion with this, but it is what it is. It's not like Bascu Legion wants to switch into us. If he brings the rain mode, there's not a lot of mods that want to switch into Kakashi. So yeah, that is my Thunderous. Next on the team roster is the one, the only Keldeo, another mon I feel like looks pretty strong into this team. We're rocking the Wise Glasses, justified for the ability, 252 special attack, 4 speed F, 252 speed, because we can actually outspeed Bascu Legion. Timid Nature with Surf, Secret Sword, Air Slash, and Flip Turn. If we can force it to Terra, we can maybe hit it with Surf or Secret Sword, depending on what its Terra type is. Bascu Legion does not appreciate switching into Surf if the rain is up, despite resisting. Same for Palafin, same for the... Well, Walking Away can switch in, but we have webs up. We can hit it really hard with Secret Sword or just Air Slash and maybe get a flinch. You never know. But Air Slash is pretty much only here because of the Bascu Legion. Otherwise, we can't touch with anything. But everything else we can touch with our moves. Pelipper Spadef isn't the best, so it doesn't want to really switch to a Surf either. And even if it does, we can always just Flip Turn out, hence the reason we have a pivoting move. But yeah, that is Keldeo. Next on the team roster, since I am expecting the Gliscor, we need a hazard remover, so we're going to bring our girl, the Queen, Tsareena, who is rocking her leftovers, Queenly Majesty. So if the Palafin is choiced, it'll be forced to wave crash us instead of going for a jet punch. So we could take advantage of that if it is choiced. We are max HP, 4 attack, max defense, Impus Nature with Power Whip, Triple Axle, Rapid Spin, and U-turn. So if Palafin should not be able to two-shot us in the rain. Bascu Legion could if it's Terra Water, which it's possible, but I'm expecting Terra Ghost if I'm being honest. But Power Whip, there's like no switch into Power Whip on this entire team, because even the one flying type, the 2 flying types, you're also ground and water type, so you don't switch into Power Whip. So Power Whip is kind of free into the team. Triple Axle, so we can one-shot the Gliscor. We have Rapid Spin, as I said, to remove hazards, and then we have U-turn for pivoting. And then, just leftovers stay healthy. So yeah, that's the Queen. She's going to hopefully be a queen today. Next on the team roster, last but not least, and I know you guys might be surprised to see this guy, but he had to make an appearance. It's the one, the only, Soul the Cinderace, who was rocking his heavy-duty boots. Libero for the ability, 252 attack, 80 special attack, 176 speed. So we're speed creeping the Bascu Legion in rain. Which, actually, no. We're speed creeping the, what you call that thing? The Walking Wake, actually. We are Naive Nature because, well, I don't plan to stay in front of any of his special attackers anyway. But yeah, we're Naive. We have Electro Ball, which one-shots Pelipper. We have Weather Ball, which, as long as the rain is up, well, Gliscor, you're dead. Crocodile, you're dead. And then we have Sucker Punch, so in case he is a jet-punching Palafin, we can just out-prioritize him and kill him with Sucker Punch. And then we have U-turn for pivoting purposes. But this thing is mainly just here to, it's built to take on rain team components. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my ace. That is my team. And I think I said everything needs to be said. So without further ado, let's get into the battle. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, MarioFan. Hopefully this battle is a banger. Alright, so we are connected with MarioFan, also known as Luke. So let me see. He brought Palafin, of course. Pelipper, also of course. Gliscor, Super of course. Bascu Legion, I'm not surprised. Which is Terra Water, by the way. The Walking Wake and the Crocodile. So I feel like, okay, he could lead one or two, there's a handful of things he could lead. Maybe he leads Palafin, no, not Palafin, maybe, I don't know. I could see maybe like a Pelipper or a Palafin lead, maybe even a Gliscor lead. We'll just have to wait and see pretty much. So I'm gonna just lead off with, our boy, the Thunderous, and take it from there. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. I guess Gliscor is also that's also a possible lead. If he leads Gliscor, we're just gonna U-turn out. I mean, regardless, if he leads one of his water types, we're just gonna U-turn out with our guy, the Thunderous. And if he doesn't lead one of his water types, well, you get the idea. Yeah. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let me make sure I got his team down. So he leads off with Palafin. Hey, okay. He leads with Palafin, so let me see. We're just gonna U-turn. There's absolutely, bro, there's no way on God's green earth he stays in with Palafin. There's just no way. So we're gonna just lead. We're just gonna U-turn. There's absolutely no way. Either he goes Gliscor or he goes into Crocodile. I give. Yeah, that's a funny name. That is a really funny name. So, okay, I have to account for the fact this thing could. I mean, let me see. What is his? He doesn't really have a triple axle switch in, does he? But I want to get webs up immediately. So we're gonna go into our guy. If he has taunt, he has taunt, and if he doesn't, okay, cool, we get webs up. And if he does taunt us, okay, we just go back out into. We just go out. Man, maybe we should have just led with Peter Parker, but it is what it is. Let's see. If he has taunt, he has taunt. If he doesn't, because I would assume he has. Okay, so he has rocks. That's cool. That's fine. Because we have Tsareena to, you know, get rid of these. Not to mention we do have. So here's the thing. He doesn't have a grounded poison from what I can see. So if we get rid of it, bro, this thing's name is so funny, bro. But we're going to get T-Spikes up. I mean, I don't think that crit really matters, but we're gonna get T-Spikes up. We are going to get T-Spikes up. What I would like to do is sack. If he goes Pelipper, I would like to sack this into the. I mean, I don't think. Bro, there's no. There's absolutely no way he would let us kill Pelipper with Thunderous anyway. So, all right. We're just going to get our T-Spikes up. Every Mon that would be... all the Mons that would mine the rocks have boots on. And then the ones that don't, I mean, Kelly is a fighting type. Tsareena has leftovers, if I remember correctly. I think I put leftovers on my girl. And Comfey is... well, Comfey. So, let's get these T-Spikes up. Let's get these T-Spikes up. I highly doubt... like, I'm pretty sure to me the most logical thing that comes in right now is the bird down. So yeah, that's the Pelipper. That's cool. So I'm gonna let Pelipper kill us. And if he over predicts and doesn't go for the hurricane, I mean, hey, listen, we take it. I'm gonna just let Pelipper kill us. Oh, he overpredicted. Cool. So now we got 2 layers of spikes up. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. We love to see it. You love to see it. You love to see it. We got 2 layers. We got 2 good layers of spikes up. We got 2 good layers of spikes up. Does he go straight into the Basque Legion? I hope not. I mean, I guess it's possible, but I hope not. I really hope not. Mr. Fish. Oh, he goes right into the Basque Legion. Okay, cool. Mr. Fish is here, and Mr. Fish is, you know, ready to leave a mark. Here's the thing. This thing goes for like wave crash or something. Like, you're gonna just hurt yourself. Now, I'm pretty sure we don't even live a freaking liquidation either, but hey, it is what it is. But regardless, what I'm going to do, let me double check. Let me just double check and make sure my girl can take a hit. Because I'm pretty sure we just go Tsareena after this. Let's see, Basque Legion. Basque Legion. Oh yeah, you do not. Wait. Yeah. This thing could be banded and we still wouldn't die. So we're gonna just go for a knockoff here. I don't see any reason not to. So what move do you have? Do you have liquid? This is gonna give us information. Are you rocking liquidation or are you rocking wave crash? I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. And okay, so we can actually hit this thing with Keldeo now. Ooh, we're dead. We're so dead. I wonder, is this thing adaptability? But regardless, I'm actually okay with this because we got 2 layers of spikes up. He cannot, as far as I know, my opponent, I don't think Pelipper gets defogged, so we're actually good, and there's no grounded poisons. So Spidops, buddy, you did everything I needed you to do. Thank you so much for your service. Who does he go into? Because he's going to deal with, and since we have 2 layers of spikes up, that pretty much means outside of Gliscor, Basque Legion, basically 3 of these mons are going to be badly poisoned because Basque Legion was already poisoned. Pelipper already is a flying type, Gliscor is a flying type. So yeah, 3 of these mons are just like screwed by the hazards, kinda sorta. But let's see what happens. So we know he has flip turn, so he's probably maybe a choice variant. Bad Dragon. Okay, so here comes Walking Wake. Here comes Walking Wake. Okay. Okay. Do we go into Comfey here? I don't think we go into Comfey yet. Because this thing can, well, this thing's gonna hit us pretty dang hard, right? So, because if he specs, bro, that damage is gonna be like so insane. So, what I think we do is go into Keldeo here? Yeah, I think we go into Keldeo and just hit it with, and hit this thing with a hard secret sword, because the only thing you can hit us with is Draco, and I'm okay with it. Oh wait, this thing does get Hurricane as well though. This thing could Hurricane us. I forgot all about that move. But we're gonna just go for the Sacred Sword and, you know, get some. Wait, oh crap, I have Mystic Water on here. I'm supposed to have Wise Glasses. Oops. Well, it happens. It happens. We're gonna get a big hit off on this thing. Oh, you dropped a Draco. Okay, we live. We live. So now I'm going to flip turn out into Comfey and keep Keldeo around a little bit longer. I'm going to flip turn out into Comfey and just keep Keldeo around just a tad bit longer. Because it can still be good for Crocodile, good for the Gliscor, good for, well, really it's just those 2. Because he has Basque Legion, Pelipper, this thing, Gliscor, Crocodile. Who was the 6th mon? Hold up, I wrote it down. Who was the 6th mon? Oh, Palafin. Okay, cool. So yeah, Palafin's here, so yeah. Because maybe, just maybe, we can catch him going into the Pelipper. But I mean, at the same time though, because one of 2 things happens. If he stays in, we're just gonna go into Comfey and start Calm Minding. Okay, so he does withdraw. My opponent does indeed withdraw. Bird down. Okay, we're gonna go out into Crocodile now. Not Crocodile. He has the Crocodile. We're gonna go out into our Thunderous. There's absolutely no way on planet Earth you stay in on us right now. There's just no way. There's absolutely no way. There is absolutely no way you stay in on us. So I'm just gonna go for the Weather Ball. Bro, I'm telling you right now, if he's willing to give me this thing, that'll just be so crazy. Like, there's no way, okay. He has to go into Gliscor or Crocodile. One of them's about to get slapped so hard it makes no sense. Bad Dragon. Okay, good play. Good play. Good play. He read us. Good play. And now he knows we have to tech. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, we're just gonna fire off a... Well, crap. Now we just go for a Thunderbolt? Yeah, let's go for a Thunderbolt. Just go for a Thunderbolt. It's not overcomplicated. So Thunderous takes out the Bad Dragon. Don't have to worry about Bad Dragon no more. Great. Good job, Kakashi. So, okay, so that's 1 kill apiece so far. But depending what comes in next, like if Basque Legion comes in next, bro, we're just gonna sack off. We'll have to sack Keldeo because, yeah, we'll just have to sack Keldeo. We'll just have to sack Keldeo. It is what it is. But thanks to Keldeo, we was able to weaken the walking away for Thunderous. Because outside of that, Thunderous kind of, like if we can get rid of, his rain. Okay, Mr. Fish. Mr. Fish is back. Mr. Fish probably goes for an Aqua Jet, right? Unless he really thinks he can outspeed us. I think what we should do is just sack Keldeo. Like we just have to do that. I would go into Tsareena, but Tsareena doesn't take 2 hits. She takes 1, but not 2. We need to be able to take 2. So we're gonna just sack Keldeo here. It is what it is. Oh, he flipped. Oh my goodness! I could have just. I wonder if he's Choice Star. It's giving Choice Star. Mr. Fish is giving Choice Star. But now we have initiative, because it's like, who are you going to go into now? Who are you going to go into now? If he goes into Pelipper, we might just straight up start setting up with Comfey, because it shouldn't be able to, you shouldn't be able to hit us that hard. So, Keldeo goes down. Thank you for your services, Keldeo. Let me see. You did not get a kill. Okay, so who does my opponent go into next? Who does he go into next? This fish is gonna be a problem. We have to kill it. Like, we absolutely have to kill that fish. I feel like I get that's a funny name. That is a very funny name. So I think we go into Tsareena and just... I mean, do we go into Tsareena? I think we go into Tsareena and just fire off a Rapid Spin. I mean, do we want a Rapid Spin or do we want to just go into Comfey? Because I don't think... Let me see something. Is Comfey threatened by Pelipper? Does Pelipper threaten Comfey? The answer is... Okay, we can actually come in on a hit. So, I think we just go for the... Let me see, does Tsareena outspeed Pelipper? You... absolutely do. Okay, so we're gonna just fire off a triple axle anyway. Okay, that did decent jump. That did decent damage. That did decent damage. Bird down. So let's see how much damage we're doing with, we're literally doing pennies for damage. We're doing pennies for damage. So he can't switch into Tsareena. I think what we do, because we don't really mind the rocks, right? So what I think we do is, I don't want to just keep sacking Mons, but I think what we do is we just go for a power whip. Try to do as much damage to this thing as possible for Comfey to come in. Okay. Okay. That's what they're working with. That is what they are working with. I don't think a flip turn well, it might kill us from right here. I can't deny. It depends on if he's banded or not, because let me see. If Basque Legion is banded. Okay, so as long as, okay, nothing short of, so let me see, 223. 223, so we are at 64%. Flip turn does not kill us. Wave crash can kill us, but he's going to do a lot of damage to himself in the process. And can we live a liquidation? The answer to that is we can absolutely live a liquidation. Okay, so the only move that should be able to kill us, unless I'm just, well, I don't know what ghost coverage this thing gets, but okay, there's the wave crash. This will actually kill us. Oh, Tsareena, you're the goat. You're the freaking goat. That's my freaking Tsareena. Okay, Tsareena. Okay, so bad, Mr. Fish, you're down, bro. I can't deny, he absolutely low rolled the everlasting daylights out of us. I cannot deny that. So part of me wants to say, well, we got a little lucky, but at the same time, like, okay, we take those. Oh my gosh, that low roll, bro. Well, actually, he's probably not banded, because I forgot, I was calcing banded. So he's probably not banded, actually. That's probably why we live. You're not banded. This is so funny, bro. This is so funny to see. So, okay, if he U-turns, he probably U-turns into, okay, because I don't want to end up in a bad position, right? So what I think we do is just go for the, we're gonna die, like, we're definitely gonna die, but can't we just go into, well, we know Palafin, okay. As long as it's not, let me see something. Does Palafin kill Comfey? Well, yeah, does Palafin kill Comfey? It does not. So we're just gonna go for a triple axle. I mean, yeah, he's gonna just U-turn out anyway. But we should be able to take a hit from Palafin. Let me look. Let me double, triple, quadruple check. So Palafin, let's say it has close combat, and let's say we Terra. Oh, no wonder these calcs are so low. It's not the. So we should be able to live. Okay, we should be able to live any one hit from this thing if Palafin comes in. So Glysaur picks up the kill against Tsareena, but you know, it's all good, Tsareena, because you got rid of one of his biggest threats. It's dun-dun-dun-dun! Mr. Palafin! He has to jet punch us. He has to jet punch us. So there's a multitude of things we can do in this situation. What I think we do, like on the real, because Cinderace isn't really going to help us too much in this game, I think what we do is go into Cinderace and No, 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 no. We cannot play around with this thing. We go into Comfey. We go into Comfey. And we're just going to Terra. As long as he's not banded, we can take any one hit from this thing. So we're going to just Terra and Calm Mind. We're just going to Terra and Calm Mind. Like, this is the most obvious play in the world. If he has close combat, he has it. We should be able to live one. And if he's not banded, we, you know. So let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. What do you decide to do? Flip turn. Okay, cool. Ooh, that did so much damage. That did so much damage. Now, what are the odds Gliscor has Toxic? If he goes into Gliscor, I'm going to assume it has Toxic. Like, if he goes into Gliscor, I mean, that's kind of his... Well, it's kind of tough for him to make a decision, isn't it? If he goes into Gliscor, I'm assuming he has Toxic on deck. And I think we just go for the, we just sub on it and see what happens. If the bird comes in, we sub on the bird. Because I don't think it can break our sub. So let's see what happens. What does he decide to do? If the freaking Crocodile comes in, we just Draining Kiss. Yeah, we just Draining Kiss. So it just depends on what comes in next. Sus Snout. Okay, it is Crocodile. Let's see. Do we kill this thing or nah? Let's find out. We're +1, so we don't kill it, but we do basically get back to full health though. And I don't want to play around and this thing kills us, so I'm just gonna go for the smart play, which is the Draining Kiss. I'm gonna go for the smart, and this thing is, well, I don't think it'll be weakness policy, but yeah, we're just gonna go for the smart play, which is Draining Kiss. Alright, we get, I mean, he just goes for a knockoff here, right? Okay. This is going to kill us. Maybe. That's my Comfey. That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl. We love you, Comfey. We love you. That is my girl. We love you. We're gonna go for a Draining Kiss. We're gonna go for the Draining Kiss. We're gonna go for the Draining. We went for the Draining Kiss. You know, it paid off for us. The only thing he could maybe do is go into Gliscor and try to like. I'm almost willing to risk the poison though, but I don't want to at the same time. So let's see. So that's 1 for Comfey. That's 1 for Comfey. We still have our leftovers, which is great. Okay, so what happens next? Who's gonna come out next? We 1v1 Pelipper all day, every day. We cannot lose Comfey though, because yeah, it could get really shice with that Pelipper. So my type V3, it's him. Okay, we're gonna go for the Giga Drain here. We're gonna go for a Giga Drain here and try to weaken this thing as much as possible. Because if we get this thing to where Cinderace can win with Sucker Punch, okay, great. Because think about Gliscor, I don't think it can cleanly 1v1. Oh, okay, there's like almost no bulk on this thing. Okay, what does he go for? Wave Crash, we should be able to... Yep, that's my Comfey. That's my Comfey, little Mr. Comfey. Okay, we're gonna go for another, Giga Drain. Nothing is switching in, not even the, because at this point, Palafin's just too weak. Like, Cinderace Sucker Punch kills it at this point. Cinderace with Sucker Punch just kills it at this point. And if he goes into Gliscor, we're going to do a lot of damage. If you go into Gliscor, we're going to do a lot of damage. Well, I don't know. It depends on what Gliscor's spread is, honestly. But I think if Gliscor comes in... Well, here's the thing. I truly feel like if he was going to go into Gliscor, he would have won already. Bird down. Do we kill? If we don't kill, we're going to sub on this thing. Okay. I don't know. Do we sub or do we Calm Mind again? Because I don't want to get greedy, but at the same time, like, Pelipper. Let me double check. Pelipper. So Hurricane. Ooh, that actually hurts. So let's see if we're +1. Hurricane can still break our sub. So actually what I think we do is just go for the Giga Drain. Like, just kill this thing straight up. Now maybe we could have just Draining Kiss there. So that's 2 for Comfey. That's 2 for Comfey. If Gliscor comes out, we just have to kind of scout and see what it wants to do. You know, it's so obvious this freaking Pelipper is probably, whatchamacallit, you know, what's that thing called? The, Damp Rock, there we go. Okay. Alright. I'm pretty sure from his perspective, like, if he was to make a video, I'm pretty sure the title would be something like, Nothing Just Wants to Die. So, let's see what happens, because let me see, you have Stealth Rock and we know it. You have U-Turn and we know it. I think we... Okay, we're gonna sub and scout for the Toxic. Because if he tries to, because if he doesn't have Toxic, he doesn't have Toxic. Okay, he has Earthquake. Cool. Alright, I think... Okay, so Earthquake, U-Turn, Stealth Rock. I have no idea what the last move could be. Like, I would assume it's Toxic. It could also just be Protect. Wait, no, you wouldn't have Protect. If you were Protect, that means you... Okay, so we're just gonna do more. Draining Kiss is gonna do... Well, yeah. Draining Kiss is gonna do more and give us more. So we're gonna just go for the Draining Kiss. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Comfey. Okay, so we're gonna... Okay, so we should always be out of range of, This is gonna take a long time, though. Because let me see, we were at 160. Okay, let me pay attention. Let me pay attention to... Let me really pay attention to where, So we're at 148. We go down to 66. 148 minus 66. That's, 82. So we took 82 damage just now. I really want to... We gotta think about this. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. How many turns of rain are left? 3? Okay. So we're gonna go out into Thundurus here. We're gonna go out into Thundurus, let him hit us with EQ. If he reads us and goes for the U-turn, cool for him. Okay. Okay. Because because here's the thing, if Palafin, from where Palafin is at, you will absolutely die to a, what the heck? Bro. Bro. Okay, listen, we may or may not recreate this, because realistically, Palafin dies to a weather ball. Gliscor's gonna get clapped by a weather ball. I'm pretty sure, I hope he didn't just disconnect, but hey, let's see what happens. Let's see. Alright guys, since you guys, well, see that this is the next part of the video, the next segment, I guess, you know, without me having to say too much, you guys already know what happened. My opponent DC'd, and we decided not to recreate the game because the writing more or less was on the wall. His Gliscor did have, what you call that move? Protect, however, there was 2 whole turns of rain left. Not to mention, Gliscor actually did not have a single move to hit us with, because the only attacking moves it had was Earthquake and U-turn, so obviously, Earthquake, we eat those, and then U-turn. I'm pretty sure we do more damage with Weather Ball than they do to us with U-turn, and then not to mention, Palafin couldn't just switch into the Weather Ball either, because it would have just died. So, yeah, like I said, the writing was on the wall. We would have had 1 more turn of rain, so unless they get a double protect, and even then, outside of rain, even though Palafin was banded, it should not be able to kill us with Jet Punch. So either A, Thundy wins us the game, or B, Comfey comes in. Regardless, the Gliscor couldn't beat Thunderous. That's pretty much what it was. And then even if Palafin comes in and kills Thundy with a Jet Punch, we had, you know, +3 priority on Comfey or the Sucker Punch on Cinderace. So yeah, like I said, the writing was pretty much on the wall. We decided not to recreate the game because it's like, first of all, we played for like over 30 minutes, so it just wasn't really much point to doing it when we, you know, the outcome was already set in stone for the most part. So yeah, your boy, Justin the PokeTuber, also known as Brandon P, has finally broken his little curse of only making it to quarterfinals and then getting knocked out. I don't think I've been in a semis in like over a year, or maybe, or it might be just around a year, something like that. But yeah, you know, pretty happy to be in the semis. No matter who we play next round, all our opponents are going to be monsters. So hopefully we can continue. Hopefully we can make it to the finals. That'd be really great to make it to a finals. This is a pretty competitive league, a lot of strong coaches, so I take none of these wins for granted. But yeah, GG's to my opponent, MarioFan. It was a very fun game, and to everyone who's watching this, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like and subscribe, and until next time, peace out.